So welcome to our first Salvage for Beginners project car. So this is a 2012 Ford Ka. It has around 42,000 miles on the clock and is a category N, so that's non-structural, although there is a little bit of structural damage on this vehicle, but nothing that's going to affect the running gear. So let's take a look and see what needs to be done on this car. Okay, so the car needs a couple of things. It needs a new front bumper and it needs a lower crash bar. That's it from a parts point of view. The headlamp tabs are broken, but I'm going to repair those because Ford don't do a repair kit for the Ford Ka for some reason. And then on the side it needs a couple of dents sorted out and then resprayed on the side, and then the front bumper also, not the front bumper, so the front wing also needs to be painted. So now I just need to clean the car up before Bernie picks up the car, so let's go and see that. So I have Bernie, the pickup driver, come to pick up the car, and the first thing that I need to do is tidy up all of the rubbish inside of it because it's a tip. But this is not going to take me long, so I'm going to take a couple of minutes because it's not really all that bad. And then that'll be it for this car for now. That is it. It's looking much better now inside. Just needs a good old clean, but we won't do that until it comes back from the body shop, and then we'll give it a good old valet. But for now it's good to go, and Bernie can pick this up and take it down to Woodfield Stretton.
1 semester later.
Okay, so the Ford Ka is back, as you can see. So today's job, a couple of jobs we've got to do. We've got to fit the headlight back in. We've got to repair that first. We need to take off the front bumper, and then below, down the bottom, we need to replace the crash bar, which is slightly dented in. And then we just need to replace the windscreen and wipers, and that should be it. Although we do have an airbag warning light that's come on this car, so I need to investigate that and see if we can get that reset before the MOT, because that will certainly fail. Okay, let's crack on and get this bumper off first of all. Okay, so we've taken the bumper off at last after some stubborn nuts. Now what we need to do now is we need to take off the crash bar here. I've got a new one, so we'll get some heavy duty tools for that. And then on the bumper we need to take off the grille, and we also need to take off this pod here which holds in the there's like a plastic vent, this one here. So that basically is where the fog light would normally go, but this model doesn't have a fog light, so we need to take this off, and this bit here is glued in. As you can see, that side has already come off. Fortunately that's in the car, so we've got that in place, but on the other side we're gonna have to prise that piece off. So we'll take the crash bar off first, and then we'll get that sorted. I'm just looking at this grille here. This is the AC grille, which is quite perish. It's okay, it's just I think it's working. I don't think the cores are busted in it, but we'll check that at some point to make sure the AC is working. Don't think that's taken a whack. Okay, cool. Right, let's crack on and get those bits sorted. Okay, so crash bar is off, and over here we have the new against the old, and as you can see the old is definitely slightly bent. So new crash bar, now we'll get that fitted and then we should be good to go. So let's get that on now. Okay, so now we just need to strip down the bumper and then we can start reassembling the car. Okay, so let's get this bumper dressed and then we can get it onto the car and we can do a first fit and see how this how it looks. Okay, bumper done. These bumpers are always really fiddly to get in, especially when they're pattern bumpers, but it's all done now, it's all in place and ready to go into the car. So let's go and do a fit up right now. Okay, bumper is now back on. The light is in, but it's not bolted in yet because the tabs on it are still broken. But the bumper is in place, as you can see. Looks as good as new. Just got to put a couple of bolts in. So a bolt needs to go in this side here to get that one in place. But other than that, this car is finished and ready for the MOT. I just got one little airbag light to solve and then that should be it. Done. Okay, so that's the Ford KA all sorted and ready to go. We just got one thing to do with it, and that is to resolve the airbag light that we have. I did get an iCar soft coder, but it can't read the car, and I think the reason why is because the car is it's based on a Fiat Panda, so it's got a Fiat Panda engine, Fiat Panda running gear, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Fiat Panda ECU. So I need to contact the guys at iCarSoft and see what we can do. So that's it for this week. Next week we are going to be fixing codes in the Seat Leon, and I'm hoping that next week will be the last week, maybe one more week of the Leon before we put that car up for sale and start looking for the new project, because it's getting a little boring now and I'm sure you guys are as well. So we'll be clearing down the codes. I've cleared down about 5 already, and we have some complex ones that need some investigation, so I'll be doing that this week. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen this week. If you like, don't forget to subscribe down here, and a thumbs up as well. Give us a thumbs up, because that really helps the old analytics, YouTube analytics, so that will be much appreciated. So have a good week, guys, and we will see you on the next one.
Thank you.